What's up, y'all? It's the Normies coming at you with some Black Sail Season 4, Episode 7, XXXV. That means it's extra nasty with a little bit of V on top of that.
Yeah.
Yep, that is how you read the number.
And
I went to Roman Catholic school. I think I know what I'm talking about.
Triple X vagina.
So last episode was very eventful. A lot of major deaths.
Mickey, we can't hear you.
Mickey sounds like he's on a cliff.
A lot of major deaths in the last episode. I think these final episodes, we still got a few left, but I think they're all going to be very, very action-packed and very, very like big set piece type episodes. It's going to be a good send-off. It's going to be. A good
I think they're going balls to the walls.
Yeah, I think.
I just want my aunt to live. That's all.
I think she's going to be fine. Fun fact, I'm wearing pants today so that no one does anything weird to me, because weird things keep happening when I wear other outfits.
What? Marketer, what you do to him?
Like with the borders of the video, and like Rena was reaching over to grab something, and she had her whole entire hand in my ass.
We thought
be business casual.
So Eleanor Guthrie's grandfather? We thought they were in London, but they're actually in Philly. So
nope. I totally knew that they were in the Carolinas because that's what they said they were
really
going.
Oh well, I missed that.
Yeah.
I missed that. But anyways, yeah, that's where they're headed.
I missed that too.
And Flint thinks that they abandoned them, and John Silver is mourning, and it's all very sad. But remember,
they just went to
morning
Pirate
in Nassau,
Island.
folks.
They just went to Pirate Island, and now all the pirates in the world. They're like,
the revolution you want to
fight.
begun.
We're fighting.
All right, it's lit, y'all. So let's get into it. Remember this.
Are you okay?
What?
I'm tired.
Remember, this is not a market substitute. Please watch it on your own time. We're using Hulu to watch it. You can do that too. Then come back and join us for our reactions and reviews. If you want to get ahead on these episodes, we only got a few left with Black Sails, but there's lots of other great stuff on our Patreon. Check it out. You can support us on there, and it helps us grow the channel and keep food on our tables during this tough time. And if you don't want to do all that, just comment and subscribe, please, and hit the like button, because that's the best thing you can do for us for free $99. And I'm ready.
Yeah.
She was fighting for something she believed
You knew her well.
in. I loved her. I believe she loved me.
We were about to have a kid.
This is hella sad.
1,200 men. We could land anywhere we chose. It might just be enough for us to sack
Shout outs to Captain Morgan.
Boston.
Sack Boston?
Fools.
Here he comes with it. The quintessential guy at the back of the room.
I have not proven to you my commitment to our common cause.
What happens when our enemy realizes that all it needs to do to defeat us is to take away that common cause? And when that happens, which of us standing here are likely to be the ones who benefit and which the ones fall back into their chains?
What the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, God. Snappy Silver is snappy.
This war is going to begin, with or without you.
Julius, what are you
They may call
suggesting?
you a king, but only in the kingdom that is no more.
King of the Ashes.
God, she's fucked up.
I just think it's super cool how like a bunch
It's pretty
of
clean.
slaves became pirates and outlaws. I don't know. That seems to me like that must have actually happened.
We should want no apology. We wanted to lash out. Betrayed you. Betrayed me. Refuses to make it right. How easy it would have been for her to lie. Say she was sorry when she ain't. You told her not to come back down there, didn't you?
You'll have plenty of time to murder her another day. I want you to be certain that our account with him was squared. We ought to expect no return by his fleet considered liberty. Stillness in cash and Jack Rackham. Governor Rackham assured me he had already written off the missing cash. Captain Rackham, he said he'd never asked for Captain Rackham. You added that. And improved your own prospects for survival, didn't you?
Damn.
Wow.
Eleanor betrayed me, surrendered Nassau out from under me. None of that sounded like anything that would ever occur to her to do. Not her, not after everything they've been through.
It was your fucking idea, wasn't it?
Why would I believe you?
Oh, he wants blood. Yeah, you're dead.
Was there not an agreement between you?
You'd asked to be notified when we were finished dressing the body. Pressing the body, my lord.
Ooh.
I don't know how to say it.
Please, leave now. Please.
Be careful.
Mr. Rolls, get out of this room.
Mrs. Hudson.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the pregnancy is gonna be rough. Woods is gonna be pissed.
Like this. You don't want to hear about it this way.
Oh, he's gonna be so shitty.
Well,
He's gonna be
what-
so
what-
shitty.
you already
What other
told
way
him.
is there for?
Like,
What
you
other
already
way is there
basically
for him
told
to hear it
him.
now?
She's definitely gonna
Gotta
die
hear
now.
Yeah, she just like it's like it's you don't want to hear this.
Like, I wanted to do a gender reveal with a balloon. How the fuck else were you gonna tell him?
Like, you know, hearing it from her would probably be easier than hearing
Well,
it from the
he
fucking
already hates
mortician.
her.
I mean, he's already
Yeah, he
super
already
shitty
hates
at
her.
her, yeah.
I believe I should be with you.
I'm so sorry, I'm just trying to keep myself
The
alive.
last thing I need to overhear when Mr. Guthrie rejects our proposal is Monsieur Constable,
What sort of reward might one expect for aiding in the capture of notorious pirate captain?
Yes! Thank you, Jack.
Fucking roast.
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
Only just occurred to me how ruined we'll be if I fail to win the man on the other side of that door to our cause. Would Rogers sit in Nassau and grow old knowing that he was measured against us and proven the better man? So don't fail.
There's that legacy again.
Thanks, Behringer. That's not Behringer.
Tit curtains.
Tit curtains. I always forget his name. Just call him Tit Curtains.
I fought alongside this man, but I did it so that I might find security. But what they are now arguing for does not sound like security to me.
There is no lasting security to be had here.
Nothing is lasting.
That's true.
But months, years, that is meaningful.
No one has ever been this close, this near a chance to change the world.
No one changes the world. Not like this.
He keeps it.
I don't know.
real,
They're
man.
both saying.
Julius is more pragmatic.
But I mean,
They're both making
considering
really
we
good
know
points.
how history goes, I like Julius's character. He keeps it real. He knows what's up.
America still's got about another 200
I mean, you
years
got
or so
100
going
years
on.
before slavery's over, and then another 100 years before, segregation. And then, I don't know, we're still ongoing. Long-winded story.
I was drowning up a marine.
I knew it!
You help me find my way out. Everything is moving forward. Just trust me.
I love their friendship now. They went through so many ups and downs, and, to finally be on common ground, respecting one another. I don't know. I didn't think I'd see the day. Remember when John Silver said, I think one day we'll become good friends.
Is it true that you've come from Nassau? Will you tell me, did you know Edward Teach?
Saw him dragged.
And Jack Rackham?
Oh, shit.
That's cool as
I
fuck.
heard a story that Jack Rackham outsmarted Captain Flint to capture a Spanish treasure galleon right out from under him.
This is so cool.
You heard that, did you?
What about Charles Vane?
Aww.
Is this young Elizabeth
Charles
Swan?
Vane was my closest friend in the world.
Tell me everything about him.
Bro, she a snitch. Why you trust her? She a snitch.
Nah, this
What's she gonna
is
snitch about?
this a groupie.
Most of these people are dead.
And in a world where honesty is so regularly and casually disregarded,
I heard he cut off a man's head and left it as a marker in the sand to anyone who would cross him.
it was a little more complicated than that.
I heard he sometimes butchered his enemies for amusement. Made stew of their flesh. He was truly an animal.
I beg your pardon, but you believe this?
I read it in a newspaper.
Oh my God! Don't do
That
anything
world.
Fake news. Fake news.
Oh wow.
What I told you was the truth. Put down the newspapers. Read a book.
Yeah.
Lay the law.
To be fair, fact checking back then was probably hell.
Truth isn't nearly as interesting.
Sorry?
I said the truth isn't nearly as interesting.
Well, that's life.
I'm gonna make a stew out of you, bitch.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
I mean, like, why is she so
Maybe
excited
Jack Rackham's
about
gonna keep
Charles
that in mind
Wayne
when he tells his tale
being and fucking
and writes his book.
Lecter?
He's gonna be like, yeah, actually, I did all this shit.
I understand you believe we have business. News of the Bahama Islands of some sort, Mr.
Rackham. Captain Jack Rackham.
Damn, he went on and said it.
Yes, queen.
Names got weight.
Granddaughter Eleanor is dead. Governor Woods Rogers plotted with Spanish forces. I come to offer an opportunity to see that offense answered. You could own Woods Rogers. While Nassau smolders, her real property could be bought for a song. Shape the regime that runs it, and do it all while seeing justice visited on your granddaughter's murderer.
No.
Nah, good. Next off.
The offense to my family's name was done a long time ago by my son, his daughter, and all their efforts are parties to that offense, and are no longer family of mine.
Damn.
I figured
No. Shit.
I swear, man.
Maybe they'll just steal
White
a bunch
folk
of ships.
abandon their family like so easily, bro. I swear.
I mean, they're just trying to uphold family name.
I agree with that, bro.
piracy versus this world.
I think black people need to do that more
I know,
often. Shit.
The news you bring about Eleanor is that she's dead, isn't it?
What?
Granny Guthrie?
Old Giga? Granny Guth?
Wait outside. I'll join you shortly.
I like her.
It's always the females that are
Anti-gay.
like the true influence in the show. Like he said no, but she'll change his mind.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. She scoffed at the newspapers earlier too.
I'm so very sorry.
Man, how many things would have gone differently if she didn't make up that lie about Rackham? So many things would have gone differently.
Oh,
did she turn around?
Good lord.
I think he's like.
Oh God.
Yeah, I got scared.
Oh shit.
Is she alive?
No.
Bro, I got
I
scared
assume
as
he's
fuck.
having one of those visions like with.
Why her eyes?
think
I
Flint-
like.
he's
Flint
just
with
imagining
Barlow
the tear
earlier
in her eye.
in the seasons.
They need to close people dead people's eyes.
We found him amongst prisoners in the interior.
Billy Boy?
Oh, Billy Boy.
The ringleader of the pirate militia.
Billy Boy.
He surrendered himself.
Billy Boy?
He said he wanted to make a deal.
God, he looks so fucked up, bro.
Those men at that table are among the wealthiest in the Pennsylvania colony, and so my husband has gone to great lengths to assure them that our family's sordid beginnings are long since behind us. And you just stood in front of them and proposed that my husband join you in a revenge plot against the royal governor of New Providence Island.
Yeah. Tact Jack Rackham has not.
Well, I'm open to suggestions.
My husband's commercial interests have grown fold in the past 3 years. The estate represents the 9th largest family fortune in the Americas. Does that sound like something built by a man who would discard an opportunity as promising as this because of what the neighbors might
Damn.
Wow.
Yup.
That's awesome.
Capitalism for the win.
It tells me that either Joseph Guthrie is among the 10 luckiest men in the Americas, or that your husband's business is not entirely managed by your husband.
Woo! Okay.
merit to your proposal. I've yet to see your merit.
I imagine I'm the first pirate to find his way to your ear. Either I'm the single luckiest pirate in all creation, or I'm of a different sort to the rest of them.
Ooh, build yourself up, bro. Building yourself up. I see you. Jack is awesome, man. He's building himself up.
He's the shit.
Making his name known.
Bro, he's gonna build that legacy.
It appears the wife is the one holding the reins.
Eleanor's grandmother.
And she is interested.
What's all this talk about women being the ones with the true power and control, huh?
Teach, Charles Vane, Jack Rackham, Flint, John Silver.
Teach had 10 wives.
My suspicion is if she's going to say yes, it's going to be for emotional reasons rather than financial ones. She would look across the table and see a woman with some experience, quietly wielding power over men without them knowing it. A woman who might remind her of herself.
Yup. Damn, Jack Rackham's so smart.
He's sweet talking her, bro. But it's also the truth, man. She does have that like
Yeah.
silence of your power and whatnot.
Jack knows how to use all his assets to his advantage.
Yeah, revenge, bro. Get it. Fuck it.
Discarded what I've done for them.
Yup.
Sacrifices I've made.
Yup. Speak it.
I cannot achieve it on my own. You could, if you were so inclined. And you knew how. Do you know how? They are strong, and Flint and Silver are united. But separate the two of them. Turn them one against the other, and their world collapses. I tried once, and failed. But I didn't possess the instrument necessary to make it work. And you possess it now. You do.
What?
Oh, shit, she's alive.
Are you serious? She's alive?
How? Damn it, Flint. If you would have went in the burning house like a sane person, you would have found her.
There are entries for your wage laborers here, but I see no accounting for the others.
I have no other laborers.
Your slaves.
I own no slaves, and none work in my employ.
I see cargo operations, transportation of sugar, building, all sorts of manual labor. And you pay wages for all that. Doesn't seem very wise to me.
I'm not from Nassau. In Nassau, slaves have seen too many of their own find freedom amongst the crews on the account. It costs less to pay wages than to replace defectors.
That isn't the only reason, though, is it?
No shit.
No, common human decency also.
In my life I have been bought and sold, and as I would be no slave again, nor would I be a master.
So how exactly does one rise from a slave plantation in the French West Indies to a library in Philadelphia trying to remake the world?
What difference does it make?
By being a boss-ass bitch.
Many men have played a role in Nassau's story. None have been able to break the cycle of brutality and failure. The granddaughter came as close as anyone before or since. There was one truth even she was unable to see. That at some point, progress cannot begin and suffering will not end until someone has the courage to go out into the woods and drown the damned cat.
Damn! Woo! Okay, I feel you, girl. You got the grandmas.
I love this.
You got her.
I think game recognized game, you know, Granny sees like, alright. You've been the brains behind this shit for a while.
Granny's dope.
There is one question remaining that you'll have to show me you can adequately answer. What will you do when the cat fights back?
Throw that motherfucker across the room.
Okay, that was. Well, this was one of my favorite scenes in this episode, maybe season. And two, I never thought I would like Max this much.
This track.
Yeah, Max has definitely grown on me. Even though like her accent still bothers me. She's come so far, it's hard not to appreciate.
This isn't just sentiment. Marty is important to the cause in her own right. Some of the men out there will agree, and we can...
I think even the mom knows that she can't convince people to go on this mission.
It's an emotional play, they just can't do it.
You're suggesting we just refuse? They'll kill her. We can pay the ransom, or we can have our war. Or we can all have both. Or we can go.
This is so...
You're willing to trade this. Nothing has changed that justifies trading her life for your war. No one is saying that we let her die. Because that is certainly what it sounds like. We will find a way to get her back. Is this war more important than her life?
Damn it,
John, you did, what was Billy? Was Billy more important than this war, motherfucker? Huh? That's what I thought.
They're playing right into Billy Boy's hands.
They should.
Right now, with what's at stake, yes, it is more important. When you and I are of the same mind, there is nothing we have not yet been able to do. I believe that.
She's so proud.
She's like, Flint, you're a leader.
There's a Hail Mary though, bro.
I would like give them the money. That's my girl.
You can't have your cake and eat it too, even though you totally can.
That was a good call.
I know it was a good call, but me being emotional, like give me my girl.
Also, this war is definitely more important than Billy. Billy's a selfish asshole.
Bill's the reason why John Silver's still what he is.
I've heard you. How did she die?
Man, tell them y'all were friends and let your ass go. That's what you need to let them know.
When this is true, you present this to your people and advocate to accept them. Every fugitive slave in your camp will receive their immediate emancipation.
Oh, shit.
With one condition. Any escaped slave who seeks refuge with you after ratification of this deal will be surrendered to the law. And any pirate at any time who seeks refuge with you will be surrendered to the law.
Damn. You gonna give up the pirates?
If you don't, I will see to it that every man, woman, and child in that camp is put back into chains. I will see each of them sold far and wide, cast out into the world.
He's a little asshole, bro. He's just a little
wow,
asshole.
dick.
From here, your outcomes are bad or worse. That's what defeat looks like.
It's a fun game of Would You Rather. That's what defeat looks like. Damn, that's pretty poignant.
Eleanor died fighting. That's what I...
Oh!
Nice.
There's no real path to have it done. There is one final test to prove our worth. It's a lesson the risk on her end.
Yo, I need Jack's jacket. Look at that feather and style and embroidery. Style.
Dead, but she wants me to do it.
Everybody wants Flint.
That's a thick stipulation.
As far as he and I go, it would be the same to me with the roles reversed.
How are you gonna do that?
Yeah, Jack can't do that. I know it.
We do it for us. That's how it started.
Jack finally sees the light.
Yeah, I ship it. Yeah.
You had a chance to walk away clean, dog.
He's always seen the light, man. If anything, and straight a little bit.
Yeah, I hope either Flint or John Silver, one of them gets it.
It's the dawn. It's to rescue her without paying the governor his ransom. He's confident in his plan, as am I.
I hope you believe your words, John. Jan.
What do you say?
I'm saying you damn near pissing your pants here, son.
Maybe because it's a good plan. Maybe because it's the only plan. But maybe it's just because if his plan don't succeed, you'll have to show him that you're prepared for the failure.
Good dialogue.
The world ain't gonna be what he wanted. Not a treasure he wanted left in the ground. Ain't in the ground no more.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
They brought it. They fucking brought it.
You're either gonna have to concede and let him have his way, or you're gonna have to kill him. Did you know this, don't you?
Damn, Flint's gonna die.
Man, come on.
Damn, they're all out to
He
Flint.
used Julius to do it.
Man, y'all besties,
Damn.
I
Israel
love
Hands
this
is-
episode. Oh my god, this was such a good episode, y'all.
come on. Israel Hands is a walking
Silver
telltale
is
decision.
such a changed man. Do you remember how sleazy and no backbone having Silver was in season
Yeah,
1?
I don't. But Silver became who he is because of Billy. It was hands down. I don't care what anyone says. Billy was the one who put
The legend out there.
Yeah,
sure.
but the legend out there, but also Billy, the legend created Silver who he is, and that's how he was. Like that legend also opportunity to give him the introduction to Maddie and that slave as well. So like he wouldn't have Maddie or anything like that without Billy.
It's true, but it doesn't matter now.
This episode.
Billy fucked up.
That's so good.
Everybody's after Flint. Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are right. Everybody's after fucking Flint right now again. It's like, oh my god. This is one of my favorite episodes of the season, I think. Like,
yeah.
He's always
Overall,
that little rascal that they can't catch.
Yeah.
This was your favorite episode? I don't know. Last
I
episode
don't know.
was pretty great.
I feel like every season of Black Sails, like towards the end, it's when like they really go hard and ham for every episode, and like it's really good. I love it.
This was a good.
This was a
it
great
good calm
episode,
before the
but
storm.
to me it felt like it was moving pieces around. It wasn't as hype as a lot of the other ones this season.
I guess it was
But,
just
like,
'cause,
it was still a good episode.
Yeah, I just like the whole like Granny.
The
Yeah.
dialogue was just really good.
Yeah.
Just like finding out like Maddie's
It's
alive,
like-
meeting Granny, G, and like Jack and Ann and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like
And
that's what it's like.
Good for
I think this
shippers
is
for
the
sure.
quiet before
For
the
sure.
storm.
Of Jack and Ann.
What, Marquetta?
They had a nice moment.
This episode was like the quiet before the storm, and I think that the last 2 episodes are just going to be full of action and
Oh yeah, it's like the season finale, right? I mean, series finale.
probably a lot of death.
Yeah.
So when they were talking about the drowned cat, they were talking about Flint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I thought they were talking about just like Woods Wilders or like whoever's in power, but they're saying that like Flint is the one who wants the world to be a certain way, and like he will always push for that. So like once Nassau's finally retaken, if they can get rid of Flint, they can bring like proper stability.
Yeah.
Because Flint won't push to do the next ridiculous thing that he's probably wanting to do.
I honestly enjoyed that whole scene where like Jack they're in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
Or were they?
Yes.
Yeah. Jack arriving in Philadelphia and like all of them being cold and like the grandpa saying no, but then finally the grandma meeting him and talking to him and him bringing Max to talk to her. That was such a great scene, dude. And like the whole Tomcat.
That was a ballsy move.
Ballsy move, the
I
whole
like the
Tomcat
way-
references and everything.
I like the way Grandpa Guthrie, he was just like,
Grandpa G.
I actually think this show does a really good job at showing like the cooperation of men and women together to get the shit done, instead of it just being like the cliche that oh yeah, you thought it was this dude the whole time, but it's actually this lady.
Yeah.
But it's being like everybody understands the position that they're playing, and like they all play it super well, because like it's not like Grandpa Guthrie is like some bumbling idiot. He's like, nah, what the fuck? Why would I agree to that shit in front of these dudes who I'm trying to convince that like we're legit? We don't give a fuck about that like 100%. And then Grandma's like, yo, let me holler at you out back. Like they're both running game and like taking care of business, and like
they're like Bonnie and Clyde.
Like
bro.
a lesser.
They're like doing it together, like Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Honestly, I felt like I felt like
Boomer and
Grandpa
Clyde.
G like just didn't want anything part of that Nassau and that name anymore, like that part of the family. Like he was just like done with that. She's like they're pirates.
He played it off well in
Yeah.
front of his people.
But
But that's how billionaires become billionaires, man. Don't say no to any opportunity.
I think that the women in the in the business in like this world are like just working in like on like a shadow level where they just like don't have like visible power, but
They're literally the
moving
like the
parts.
behind the scenes people, like kind of thing.
Yeah. And I also think that it's like the only possible way would be with the grandma because they don't want the Guthrie name associated with Nassau anymore.
Yeah.
They just want the money, and this is perfect way to make it work.
Another thing this show does really well is cause and effect of decisions made by even like minor characters, like that spy that spy lady making the lie up about Rackham, because that.
The one whose name we still haven't bothered to know.
That if she hadn't made that up, like that would have changed so many things. Like,
what was the lie?
The Spanish
wanted
wanted the gold and Rackham, but the Spanish never said anything about Rackham. She just added that part in so that she looked good, or like to ensure her survival. So like if she hadn't done that, like Vane might still be alive. Fucking like so many things would be different, and it's cool that like even a minor like sideline character had. It's just cool. It's just written really well. Cause and effect.
So she probably didn't know. She was like, I don't know if they can get the gold, but if they got the guy who stole the gold, Spain might let me live. So like she threw that extra thing in there.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
And Woods thinks that.
Well,
I mean. At least he's gonna give emancipation to all slaves if there was if the ransom was held up.
Only the ones that are there right now.
But that's better than nothing.
That's like a big amount of.
That's a lot of people, and like all that be like citizens.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
How can you expect Maddie and her mother if they rule their island and every time a new ship of slave comes in that they surrender them to the authorities? How could they do that?
Plus, like emancipation doesn't mean shit in this time. Like, you were emancipated from England, but like it's not like the world has changed over to accept that. Like, you know, they're still slaves today. Yeah. So.
In that scene too, like, I don't know if I feel like totally bad for that woman we don't know her name is, because I think she's just trying to survive and everything. But like, I don't like she should just
we gotta learn her name.
I know we have to. I'll probably look it up here in a sec, but I don't know how I felt about the way she was telling Woods about like Eleanor being pregnant. I mean, when you're right, when do you kind of tell? But like at the same time, just like rip off the band-aid.
You tell her right away.
I mean, I want to hear
the coroner guy said it. Probably.
Or
I want to hear it from a family friend, not from the official.
But is she a friend?
Mortician. Like even if I. She's been in their family. Like, I would rather hear it from someone that I know instead of like literally some Joe Blow being like, "Oh, dog, she had a baby in her." Fuck. Like, no, I don't know. Like,
you never guess what we found in there.
I'd rather hear it from you.
Found a fetus
it was
in
funny.
there.
Like she was
found
trying
a dead
to be
fetus.
subtle in that moment, but she was like, "You don't want to hear what he has to say. Seriously, it'll fuck you." Like she just kept going.
At that point, you just say it. Like just say she was pregnant. Like, well, goddamn.
Another scene I really enjoyed, again, this episode was full of really good dialogue. I enjoyed the scene where Julius, that's his name, right? Julius?
Yeah.
I feel like I got it. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Julius and Maddie's mom were talking about, like, the future and, like, you know, how to go about things and whatnot. I kind of agreed with, like, both sides a little bit, because, like, it's now or never. They have, like, the people and the capacity and everything to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but
again, I don't know.
I
don't know the history properly.
Yeah, but see, but like the way the history turned out, Julius was like the right. Yeah. He was like technically right. Yeah. You should have just done what you had with the months and the years you had. Fuck the future, because the way history turned out was like there's still slavery. Like Sir says, there's still slavery and all that shit. Now you could not be that.
Yeah, but every single fight towards resistance, like built upon it. So even if you're not going to be the one who's going to win the war, you're at least another link in the chain to ending it. So like. I just think you got to keep fucking fighting.
Yeah, because I feel like become a line in like the rousing speech of the future.
Look, here's the deal.
Like you can,
let's not forget the pirates of Nassau.
You can be like that spark, like to influence the next
you can be
like,
that spark.
Like women start voting or whatever.
You can be that spark, but like Julius just saw his whole family get murdered and shit. This brother ain't trying. He's not trying to see the whole clan get murdered.
But they have the numbers.
But you just became free for like a few months. You want me to go fight a war? It hasn't even been a month since I've been free.
Because that's the only way you're gonna hold on to that freedom. Look, he said you could wait for the months and for the years. That means you're always gonna be waiting for the fucking shoe to drop for them to come and put you back in chains, or for you to be in that last fight to be put.
No, but he was saying he wanted to hold up the area they had. They had all the resources to be free and just have to go life what they had.
Now the question is, and he said we could do that for months or for years.
Yes.
it's not indefinite. They know that the British are going to come to try and take back their property eventually or some shit. Like, we are still in this fight, even if we're not fighting right now. Yeah, the world's fighting a war, but once they get done with that, they're going to want it because motherfucker slaves is money to people. They're going to see the shit as like, there's money sitting over there, we need to go and get it. Fuck that.
But don't they have the goal for like the Navy and shit? Don't they have the goal to like build boats and shit? And like,
where are they going to buy the Navy and ships and shit from? Even if they do, they can't withstand the British. When the British wants them, they will come and take them. Because the British was the biggest empire at the time, so like, period. Like,
man, fuck the British.
You're in that fight still.
I mean, they didn't take Nassau in so long. So.
That's because they're fighting another war right now. They're fighting a war with Spain. So like, they're just preoccupied. But like, when Spain's done, all fucking British are be like, yeah, let's just take the whole fucking Navy over there.
We kicked them out of we kicked the British out of India with peaceful.
You kept fighting until you're fucking gone.
Gandhi drank his piss or something like that. Yeah,
with a hunger strike.
One thing I learned from this show is Flint, for all his tough decisions he's made as a leader, and he's gotten them this far, it's all catching up to him now. And everybody wants Flint dead. Billy wants Flint dead.
They were dead. He was dead. We all was dead.
Jack Rackham wants to kill Flint. And of course, Woodes Rogers wants to kill Flint.
I like that despite Jack knows what he has to do, he feels bad about it, but at the same time he finds solace in the fact that if the roles were reversed, he would Flint would do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then they Jack always cares about what people think about him, and he was like, "Man, Charles is dead. Like, I'm doing this for us." And I was like, "There you go." Like, As much as you want people to let's move past that shit.
I wonder if, in hindsight, Jack Rackham would still walk back for his last name.
I was wondering. There was a lot of callbacks and references to Charles Vane, so it was good because it kind of completed the arc at the end with him basically saying like, "Look, it ain't about a dead guy anymore. It's about us." Yeah.
Well, he was also like, Jack wanted his name and he wanted his clout, and he got it. And that lady was like, "Did you know Jack Rackham?" And then she's just like, "I heard about this, and that." And as he was like hearing the stories that people around the world are talking about pirates, like, they still view you as like this fucking like ghoulish animal and shit. They're like, "Yeah, I heard that he used to eat men for stew just for the fuck of it. It was in the newspaper." And he's like, "All right," so I walked back to get my name for this. Like, yeah, people are gonna know me. I mean,
he's like, "Pick up a book, girl."
I did like the moment where he introduced himself.
To be fair, fact checking back then had to be held.
To be fair, it was probably better than it was now.
Yeah. Oh man. One last thing.
Was so annoying.
One last thing. I totally did not think I would love Max and Anne as much as I do now. Like when we first began this show. And I totally ship Jack and Anne so much together right now. I never as hard.
Everywhere fluttered.
Never as hard as this episode. Like I teared up a little bit. Like the way like he just like looks at her and he loves her and he was like, we started this together, we're gonna end it together. And like I was like, oh my god, I love you.
They're gonna die.
We all need a Jack in our life. No, shut up.
Yeah.
They could have been rich.
We do all need a Jack in our lives.
They could have been out clean.
They could have been rich, but with no name.
Can one of you please
that doesn't
do
make
a
sense
Jack
to me
beard,
because
please?
I feel like the legacy is with the person and not the name. So if you really are that dude,
but when you hold
hey, let me finish.
I want to rebuttal.
You could take any name and make it great. It's with you, not the name.
Okay. Can I go? Here it is. You could have shitload of money and no legacy because when you die and you don't have a legacy, you die and your legacy is dead because nobody knows you and nobody knows what you've done. If you have a legacy, everybody knows who you've done, what you've done. You live forever. You live forever. And secondly, like think about the Rock. Think about this. There's a whole bunch of rich people here that we don't know about. Okay, but think about the Rockefellers. They left a legacy. So they're indented to like for us. Like they were in like the fucking late 1800s, but we talk about them now and we know about what they stand for and everything. Now the legacy.
Aren't they still?
But that's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said you can take any name and make it great. It's the greatness is with the person. Like fuck the unless he had mute. Unless he had a very personal connection to like the specific name Rackham, he's that dude. He could be fucking Williams or Stevenson, and like the greatness is with him. Like he could take any name and make it great. Like it's.
I don't think.
Listen, ain't nobody out here talking about come all deep. They're all out here talking about make it very
exactly. I don't think Jay Sean would have been successful.
Point. Like it's not about the name. It's what you do in your life. It's what you.
No, it is about the name. Jay Sean would not be a successful singer if he was Kamaljit Singh Joot. That would not sell.
God, why didn't Living Singh change your name?
I disagree.
Why did I change my name?
You think teenagers in America would listen to Kamaljit Singh Joot?
Hey man, if he's got the talent.
Did you buy the new Kamaljit Singh Joot album?
Then yeah.
No, it's gotta be Jay. Vin Diesel changed his name.
So I totally actually Mickey, I see what you're getting at, but like I think that while he was Jack Rackham, he had the greatest potential to be the legend that he could be. And I think that after he's Jack Rackham, it would make sense that his life would be chill. Like, it's not like he can get back on the seas. It's not like he would have to start from scratch. And I do think that if you're dope regardless. Like, you can even be dope behind the scenes. You can get a new name and do all of that shit. But for him, he knows that this is his peak right now, and he'll never be that high again. So he wants to ride off with the Jack Rackham name.
I guess.
Plus, Jack Rackham is a cool name. It's pretty cool.
That was a dumb decision.
Yeah, Jack Rackham.
Well, I really liked when he introduced himself to the people in front of Grandpa Guthrie and his associates. He was like, "I'm Jack Rackham," and they're all like, "What?"
He's like Rackham, Captain Jack Rackham.
All of their powdered wigs, I can't.
Good sir, good day to you.
Who was the first guy
leave
to
from my
walk into a room
chambers
with a powdered wig and then it just took off? Like, how did powdered wigs become viral?
Yeah.
It was
someone
like 6
looked at
dudes
it.
together
Probably
and they're all
bald
sucking
dude.
each other's dicks, and they're like, wouldn't this be doper if we had fucking powdered wigs on? And then they all put on powdered wigs.
This is how toupees and wigs started being invented.
That'd be a funny skit. He was like, "Bro, that is the shit." Oh damn, where'd you get? How did you get it?
Shark Tank.
Oh, it's actually fake hair. Look, it comes
You look like you own property with that shit on. You fucking own property, don't you? I can tell. It's the wig.
I gotta pay.
Well, guys, it's been a good one. We'll see you at the next one.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Black Sales with the Normies. Check us out on Patreon for early access and uncut content. Special shout out to our super patrons Eleanor, Jesse, Joe, Lauren, Luis, Michael, Mike, Nick, Ruby, Dangerous, Nuptup, Quentin, Abdullah, Allison, Tristan, Diet Dan, Edward, Keyboard Junkie, the NYR Fan, and ZJP. And we'll see you all next time.